If we want to become smarter, it actually means a bunch of things. Acquiring useful skills that will allow us to make a lot of money, learning to solve complex problems and earn a lot of money from it, to be respected and valued, to have our opinions heard, to be able to influence the world, to impress in conversation and become popular, to have many friends and find love. In reality, the only proof that you are smart is your results. And even if your genetics don't promise you'll be smart, you still have a good chance of achieving it, and I'll tell you how. The first thing you need to understand is that intelligence is not the same as intellect. There are many distinct types of intelligence, such as in linguistic, logical, mathematical, musical, and spatial. These are the results of heredity and external influences. There are merely abilities for learning in a particular area. However, intellect is a more comprehensive concept that includes intelligence, good memory, motivation, the ability to focus on tasks and see them through to completion, the ability to set goals, and the use of everything previously mentioned to achieve them. It's possible to have a high IQ but not achieve anything significant in life. I think you probably know a few people like that in your own life. Therefore, my advice is not about intelligence, but about intellect. Curiosity is your internal motivation, is the strongest one. You simply fall in love with what interests you. Curiosity is like an itch that needs to be scratched. When you find the answer to your question, dopamine receptors are activated and you receive a reward. If you learn something, verify the information, study different perspectives, and dig for the truth. Our brain has neuroplasticity. This is the brain's ability to change and adapt in response to experience and learning. The brain actively grows and changes up until the age of 25. But if from that period until 65 you do nothing to change your brain, if you do the same thing every day, then the brain will remain at the same level as it was at 25. If you engage in something intense enough to make your brain change, then you can learn a lot of new things. For example, it's never too late to learn a new language or to master playing a musical instrument. You will truly improve the executive functions of your brain, the ability to regulate your emotions, solve complex problems more effectively, think creatively, and stop thinking in stereotypes. Introduce something new even into your daily routine. Use new routes, interact with new people, cook new dishes, read and listen to things you've never read or listened to before. Change habits and behaviors that no longer benefit you. The brain is energy-consuming and uses the path of least resistance. That's why overcoming entrenched habits is very hard. It constantly tries to direct us down old paths, but lifelong learning is the modern reality. Accept this. Now we can't be sure about tomorrow because the world is changing rapidly. The demand for specialists is changing and we have to adapt. Learn to read quickly and extensively. If you have ADHD, watch educational videos and book reviews. Popular science is ideal for development, while fiction is for emotional and personal growth. Always jot down important knowledge by hand in a notebook. There are studies proving that you'll have a better memory for information when you take notes by hand rather than using a keyboard. Choose the right time as the most productive period for you. In reality, everyone has different times of the day that work best for them. For many, the optimal state is just before sleep, when you are relaxed, less anxious, but focused, meaning you don't want to sleep, but you also don't have so much internal energy to get distracted. This advice is especially useful for those with ADHD. Retell what you've read. You'll remember it better that way. It's ideal when it sparks a serious discussion. Use the knowledge you've gained in life, otherwise it will sour, become outdated, forgotten, etc. Remember, theory is only the first step towards your goal. Give your brain a rest. Rest, for it's the time for processing the information you've received. You might say that you are just relaxing when scrolling through feeds, chatting with friends, or watching videos on YouTube, but research proves otherwise. Your daily phone use is extremely exhausting and for the brain. Let your thoughts simply flow in silence. Discuss your ideas. One of the mistakes many people make is not realizing you need feedback. And the more critics you consult, the better you'll understand the weaknesses of your idea. But don't ask for feedback, ask for advice on how to improve. Then the criticism won't hurt your self-esteem. Work on your cognitive biases. Even if you don't have mental disorders, believe me, you have plenty of cognitive biases that prevent you from becoming who you want to be. Filter out what is useless to you. This applies to useless acquaintance, foolish activities, and unnecessary duties. It will free up additional time and save you from emotional discomfort. Don't compare yourself to the ideal you aspire to. It demotivates. Instead, analyze how you have already changed. But on the path to any goal, procrastination often becomes an issue. It's the complete opposite of motivation. We either delay starting or we drag out a task over time. This is because we put off the most energy-consuming task with delayed rewards in favor of tasks with the quickest rewards. For example, cleaning instead of working on a dissertation. The result of cleaning will come much quicker than the recognition of your academic work. Not to mention the scrolling through social media, that super quick gratification, followed by emptiness, depression, and guilt for the wasted time. There are 3 solutions to procrastination. Pull through until the last moment and start working under the pressure of a deadline. This helps many because it works on a physiological level due to the release of adrenaline and cortisol. Break the task into small stages so that reward is closer. If the work is boring, then focus on the goal. For example, you want to get a promotion at work. But to do that, you need to write an excellent but tedious report demonstrating your superb analytical skills. Focus on a new position and a high salary. Well, if you suspect that you lack willpower, then I recommend watching my video about it.